Hello children, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine. Today I am going to tell you a story. Do you like story? This is an interesting story for you. The title of this story is Reena the Magician. Reena the Magician. The story is written by Pratibha Naj. She is an Indian English writer. So the title of this story is Reena the Magician. Okay, let's start the story. The main characters of this story are Reena. Reena is the heroine of this story, and Reena's mother and a magician, and Reena's grandfather. So there are 4 characters in this story. So let's start the story. Are you ready to hear the story? Yes, let's start. Okay. One day, Reena was coming back home from school. One day, Sheena was returning from her school to her home. On the way, she saw a magician. On the way, she saw a magician and a big crowd around him. The magician was showing some magical tricks to the crowd around him, and they were motivating him. At that moment, Sheena stopped there and she started watching the magical tricks from the magician. The magician, first of all, the magician took a glass of water and a red cloth, and he covered the glass by that red cloth and says some magical words. Do you want to remember the magical words? Yes, I will tell you the magical words that used by the magician. Butter a mallow, I am a good fellow, afternoon showers, give me some flowers. After that, he picked the red cloths from the glass. Then the water turned into beautiful flowers. The water in the glass turned into beautiful flowers. Everyone around him amazed when they saw this view, and they were thrilled. Everyone around him praised him for his magical tricks, and Reena also thrilled by seeing this magical trick. After the magic, Reena went into the magician, and she asked the magician, "Can you teach me this magical trick? I will give you some money as a reward." And she looked inside her bag and she found some coins. She counted it. There was 10 rupees inside her bag, and she asked the magician, "Can you teach me the magical trick?" Then the magician smiled and he asked, why do you want to learn magical tricks?" Then she replied, "My grandfather is very sad. I want to make a smile on his face. I think if I show this magical trick in front of him, then he will start smile when he see the flowers from this glass." Then the magician agreed to teach her the magical trick, and he said, "First of all, you want to take a glass of water and a red cloth like this, and you want to cover that water by using this red cloth. After that, you want to close your eyes, then say these magical words. Do you want to hear that magical word again?" Yes, I will tell you the magical words again. Butter a mallow, I am a good fellow, afternoon showers, give me some flowers. Then Reena said to him, "Sir, stop. I cannot by heart it right now. So I want to write it down to my notebook." And she took her notebook from her bag and she wrote the magical words. And after that, she said thank you to the magician, and she gave him that 10 rupees. Then he refused to receive that money. And he said, your grandfather's smile is my rewards. Then you can go, because he was an innocent guy. After that, she returned to her house. The next day, Reena woke up early in the morning, but her grandfather went out for a morning walking. So she stood at the front door and she waited for him. As the sun rose behind the trees, which means in the beginning of the day, in the morning, in the dawn, he returned. Her grandfather returned to the house, and at that moment she took a glass of water and a red cloth, and she covered the glass of the water by using that red cloth. When her mother saw this view, she said, Reena, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Then Reena smiled. She didn't reply to her mother. She started saying the magical words. Let's replay the magical words again. Butter a mallow, I am a good fellow. Afternoon showers me some flowers. And after that she opened her eyes and she saw that her arms with full of strength, and her mother tried to stop her, but she couldn't do that. And in the confusion, the water in the glass splitted around them, and both Reena and her mother become wet because of that water. And her grandfather jumped back when he saw this view, and he escaped from the water, and both Reena and her mother become wet because of that water. And when the grandfather saw this view, he started laughing. When Reena and her mother saw grandfather is laughing, then they also started laughing. Finally, Reena's trick worked, but in another way. Sheena's wish was to make laugh on her grandfather's face by showing this magical trick, but she couldn't do that magical trick. The water didn't turn to flowers by the magical trick of Reena. But her ambition, what was her ambition? To make a laugh, a smile on grandfather's face. That is realized. So the message of this story is, you want to do something for your parents to make a happiness on them. That is the moral of, that is the message of this story. Then all of you need to read the story from your textbook. And let's wind up today's class. Thank you to all. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.